Welcome to Nevermind the Furthermore. Wait a minute, this music isn't right, the scene isn't right. Hang on. That's more like it. And now it's time for the show for all creatives. Nevermind the Furthermore. Your source for conversation, inspiration, and fun. With your host, Nicholas Anthony Tockert. He's an artist, a writer, a swordsman, and a game designer. He knows how to use the sword and axe in historical battles without anybody getting hurt too much. He's also the Manatee Man, master of marketing. And he may even have a guest or two. One thing, though, to be certain. Just don't call him a cryptid. With that, it's about time for the show. So sit back, enjoy, and have some coffee and chat with us.
Good morning, Nevermornings. I'm your host with the most, Mr. Nicholas Anthony Tockert, coming at you over the airways on WNTF. Nevermind the Furthermore. Nevermind the Furthermore is brought to you with the love and support of our good friends over at the Independent Creator Directory. That's indiecd.org, your one-stop shop for the best and the brightest authors, artists, musicians, and other creatives. Here to help you make your dreams come true. And if you are looking, friends, to find a place where you can be hosted and supported and know you don't have to worry about some random deranged IT bot canceling you, consider joining for as low as $40. One-time fee. You'll have a website. You'll be connected to forums. You'll be connected to the community calendar so everyone can know what you're doing, what conventions are worth attending, which ones aren't. It's a wonderful deal. And for a limited time only, using code PODCAST1 will get you half off. It's only $20. If you're just getting started and you want a place to base your whole career on, this is where to go. We are also made possible by the sales of the Simple Sword, the Fighting Axe, and the Simple Spear. All part of my ongoing series of Western martial arts manuals designed to help you go from having never handled the sword to being able to teach that art to others. We also are made possible by sales of Haints and Hellfire. Sorry, I have to scroll. There we go. A dark secret has claimed 2 lives and is hunting an innocent child on the edge of the Appalachian Mountains. Only his aunt, a plucky reporter, her cameraman, and a very odd cat stand against the forces of darkness. Friends, it's great. I loved it. Daphne Lage liked it. I'm going to take her quote, and I'm going to put it on the back of the next one. Trust me. And just to remind you that my lovely wife wrote Coy Wolf. It is a wonderful book. It deserves all your attention, and it will not only make you laugh, little slow burn romance, little spookiness, but it also will make you very, very hungry. And believe it or not, that moves kind of nicely into my accountability. I haven't done much writing. I've had to work on several major projects in the house outside of my study due to necessity. We have a lot going on, and I'm very pleased with it. I'm very proud of it. but it is keeping me very, very busy. Uh, I am barreling towards both the show at the end of July, where the Historical Fencing Guild will be demoing for the good folks of New Chicago as part of the opening ceremony for the Gary Shakespeare Company's run of Shakespeare in the Park. We also are barreling towards StompCon, which means I'm kind of up to my eyeballs in math, game design prep. There's a whole lot of things that only I can do. And I have a lot of distractions that would make it better if I could get them to work. But, balancing the time and capabilities to doing it is the challenge. Very a lot of stress. But as I said, we want to talk about accountability. And I want to talk about a few things as I drop everything on the floor quite merrily. Yes, I'm going to make a big old mess. I am okay with that. There we go. I've now made a big old mess. Now, because sometimes if you know it's going to fall, you just watch it go and go, oh. But how am I coming at you? First off, I want to talk about something I've noticed that I think is kind of neat. We are going through a time, and pardon me, I'm going to get in trouble with the YouTube censors if I don't tone down my accidental sexiness. Maybe lost the. Okay, well, I lost the buttonhole. We'll find it later. Sorry. I've noticed. Sorry, I'm going to reboot that again. There we go. I've noticed a neat trend that's slowly emerging. And I've noticed it in gaming. I've noticed it in anime content. I'm starting to notice it a little bit more in films. Not much, but it's starting there. But very heavy in the gaming and anime industries. And that is a slow march towards the calm. The lower stakes, just kind of warm, fuzzy, cozy content. And I think it's a natural reaction because if you think of the content that came out after World War II, immediately following World War II, you'll see it was a lot of musicals. I know what's wrong with my glass. I've got the wrong glasses on. Anyway, a lot of musicals, a lot of very light-hearted, kind of silly programming. And I've noticed that as we fully processed, now 4 years out, the pandemic of 2020 and watching the assorted conflicts that are going on, there is a exhaustion that I think is rippling out across the psyche of at least the West. But if it's happening in Japan, that's where that went. It's got to be felt over there too. This desire for just kind of mellow, homey content, things that don't have the higher stakes. And it's something that's been popping up more and more, and I'm seeing it because a lot of people don't want to admit trends often start in the fantasy field. They often start on the edges and work their way towards the more mainstream. And that's because mainstream cannot pivot the way independent and smaller creators can. It's part of why we flourished so much relatively during the lockdown. So what I'm saying is this trend is very fascinating because it's people just have I think a wariness, an exhaustion, at current events, and there is this ironic, almost underhanded, underhanded is the right word, but vaccine punk. It's a very punk feeling, heartfelt longing for the positive, for the cheerful, for the, dare I say, wholesome. And when you look at the comparisons, a great thing to see is how Superman is being depicted. When you compare the movie Superman, who, and was it Man of Steel and all that, Dark Knight Returns, not Dark Knight Returns, Superman versus Batman, and then you look at My Adventures with Superman. You look at Superman Crushes the Klan. There is this slow building callback to the idea that things can be good. That smaller, gentler life may be worth more than the enforced maximalism. And why this matters is, one, as creatives, we need to understand trends so that we can act on them. And two, I think it's good for all of us to be able to, not just in our actions, but in our psyche, step back and take it a little calmer, a little more relaxed, and understand that that is okay. Now, as somebody who does a lot, and I am always doing things, the grind set is a necessity, but it has to be measured. It has to be balanced. Whatever you're doing, you have to ask yourself, is this worth the squeeze? Is this worth the energy I'm putting into it? Is what I'm getting out of it helping me? And it's like, sometimes, you need that food on the run kind of feel. But I think we've reached the point where we've had so much kind of extra spicy junk food media that there is a longing for something real, the equivalent of a home cooked meal. And I think that for those of us who've been kind of wanting to do more positive things, this might be a really good time to consider it. Maybe you're looking back at some of your older stories that, well, that's not really high drama enough, or even high comedy enough. I say this because Amanda and I, as part of our evenings, we watch television after Xander goes to bed. And we used to watch, well, a whole lot of anime that wasn't terribly Xander appropriate, etc. And I still love it, don't get me wrong. Our Ari Fruetta from Commonplace to World's Strongest is brilliant, and I want more of it. Likewise is Overlord. Likewise are several other titles. Because Mandy and I, like I said, we've been on an isekai kick. But what else I'm finding is, hey, and it really is, it's, hey, Nick, listen, let's watch the realist hero rebuilds a kingdom, which, while it does have conflict, and some of it's quite profound, it's a lot mellower. Snow White with the red hair is as close to a Ghibli series without actually being Ghibli as you can get, and I recommend it. And ironically, a couple of days ago, I encountered a series. It's like Campfire Cooking with My Absurd Skill. It is just this really oddly wholesome series about a guy who gets pulled through Like, it's like they pulled the adventuring party through to another world, and this guy was walking by. Like this 32-year-old guy was just walking by. And they're all doing these hero things, and they're checking their stats, and his is, I have access to online grocery. So he looks at everybody and goes, no offense, Your Majesty, I don't think I'm hero material. So if everybody's cool, I'm just going to walk. Are we good, Groovy? And he literally, the main gist of what he's trying to do is wander to this new world and cook stuff and make delicious food. That's it. While actively trying to avoid being caught up in political turmoil. Now, does he get overpowered assistance? Yes. But there is no romance side arc. There is no looming threat. It's literally just him trying to make it, to get set up to be like a food stall guy, maybe? I don't know. While he and his essentially gigantic dog and little slime dude make awesome recipes. So in the middle of it are little tiny, basically cooking segments. It is so calm. Now, why am I talking about that? Because as spicy as I am, and of late I've been very spicy, I am at choice, at heart, a very mellow kind of dude. And I find myself drawn to it. So I wonder, and I'm asking this of you, my lovely viewers, are you getting a little tired of it too? I understand what's going on with the world. I understand the weight of the election. I understand the warfare. I understand the things that are going on. But I'm really getting to the point where, at least parallel to my usual interests, because I'm a tactician and, amongst other things, I truly enjoy shooting little foam darts at my family, friends, and targets just for marksmanship and amusement. I think I'm ready. I think a lot of you are ready to just kind of relax for a minute, So I want to know what you guys think about that. This is something that that was weighing heavily on my mind, and not necessarily in a bad way, but it's something that I don't think we have superhero exhaustion. I think we have just exhaustion, and I think there's a need for respite. This is not abandoning our mature and rational and appropriate tasks as adults to maintain awareness of world and local events. This is saying, maybe for the health and welfare of everybody, we all need to put down the hyper caffeinated beverage, sip a little tea or hot chocolate or something to mellow, and take a breather. Now, it is summertime. I am working very hard, and I do want to motivate you, like I always do. But I want to motivate you in a way that's sustainable. I don't know if this is the start of my solar punk era, as if I haven't quietly been in that for a while, or something else. But I think sometimes when we let ourselves get so wound up, we have to stop and go, wait, is this what I want? Is this who I want to be? And take a breath, because I am finding quietly, when I can get myself calm back down, I'm actually getting more done on the list of things that I need done with less anxiety. So I float it to you guys, my lovely viewers. What do you think of this? What do you think of where I'm coming from today? Is that of interest, or do you, really need me to always kick the tires and light the fires? I'm kind of I'm feeling the call of the girl from Ipanema, the tune, not the creepy factor. folks, that as it is past July 4th, spooky season it has now begun. I don't make the rules, dear friends. I simply abide by them. And with that, I'm going to run an ad for Joe Bachman's show. Not blowing out my eardrums, not blowing out your eardrums. And then we'll come on back, and I think we'll have some interesting discussion. Let's see where everyone is. Be back in about a minute and a half. Yep. So I'm interesting. I'm also, due to the huge amount of hard work I put in this weekend, little parched. So one moment. Something also I may be blooming. So my voice is a little rough. My throat's a little rough. We're gonna get through it though. Let's why. Let's go all the way up to Kelly. Good morning, friends. All my projects are in completion phase. Rock on, Kelly, coming out super soon. She continues, I am volunteering with the Democratic Party this election due to Project 2025. I apologize for not being here or in the following days. Nick and friends, I adore you and we'll see you all soon. I respect people who do things about the problems they recognize. And whatever people's politics and party affiliations are, the outlined plans of Project 2025 are problematic, to put it mildly. So I am very proud and impressed with you for going out and doing what you can. Sorry, having a bit of internet issues. I'll be right back. Let's see. Good morning, all. Currently waiting. Oh, hi, Trey. Currently waiting for the road to close for my project, so I'll be in and out as work allows. Well, we appreciate anything we can get from you, and I accidentally skipped Joe. So, Joe saying, glad to hear your projects are coming along nicely. Hopefully, the Democratic Party in your area isn't as big a pain in the rear as it is in my area. Yeah, in my area, it is functionally non-existent. So there is a whole set of shenanigans there. Pardon me, I'm rather popular this morning. I have to keep my notices up because we're still dealing with Amanda's foot, which means I've been kind of having to wait on her, well, hand and foot, because she can't get up and tool around without popping those stitches. But let's see. And hello, Donna. And Donna's greeting people. And we've got greetings. And hello, Foxy. Morning, all. And here comes the Dawn Shooby Dooby. Donna's, of course, the creator of Dawn's Fashionable Felines, Buddy and Georgette. You can hear about their adventures. Uh, and we've got Morning Trey, and we got greetings. And Carl's greeting everyone. And Don says, I woke up. Y'all are being so busy, I had to compete. That's fine. So far, my accomplishments this morning have involved making a delightful breakfast sandwich, going to re-nuke it because it wasn't warm enough, completely having it disappear somewhere on the way, and hearing a plate clatter and my cats disappear. So I am assuming that my cats have stolen my breakfast. I drank one of these dudes with the resulting effects, but we are making through. I will also point out that I apologize. My internet is remarkably dubious even for it, so we will do as best we can. And I beat Carl again. Oh, that lucky, lucky man. Carl says, coming in late to avoid having to say hello to everyone individually. Hey, laugh. It's a good plan. And accountability, working on various parody songs and getting back into the next revision of my Munsey book. Excellent. Morning Thesis. Now, everyone, Thesis has a new tea house. If you haven't seen it, you need to. I need to look at it. I haven't gotten to yet, I will admit, because like I said, I was taking care of everybody this weekend, and it was a very busy weekend due to some things that couldn't be done while due to the 4th. It rescheduled some things, and medical necessities, we'll put it that way. And Carl says, I feel like Sisyphus pushing the boulder up the hill forever. There's always something new to cover, and this project is way beyond what one guy can do, but I'm doing it anyway. Hey, that's what it's all about, the dream, the perspective, and the time. Don't feel bad. And hey, Dawn, let's do these, and we've got greetings. And there's the Cup of Z with Uncle Carl's guide, because I think you're doing a lot for a game you love, and I fully understand that. Free, but it's brought so many Munsey to my area to make it worth it to me. Well, I'm glad to hear it. Ted's working a wonky schedule, so I'm discombobulated. Oh, no. Poor Ted and Dawn. I still have plenty of shenanigans to participate in, of course. Great. And a show tonight on the Indie CD channel. A possible Grant show with it. That's his Kickstarter for Beowulf. I believe so. Yes, I believe it is a Burning His Yarn because Joe is working. Of course, Trey is working too, so I'm not sure how all that's working. And hello, my rock and roll art goddess. Good to see you, Kat. I hope you're having a wonderful morning. Now, I have to get your ads moved over to this channel. There's been some glitches I have to work through. And since I basically terrorize Joe as my producer and corporate overlord, I have to, ease him in. But please, folks, follow her on Zazzle.com and become a member of the rock and roll art army. Morning, Kat. Morning, Dawn. Hey, Kat. Don't forget to like and share, folks. And just, Kat is re-entering her a Cyndi Lauper phase, and that makes me happy. Sorry. I hope you're doing well, hon. And hey, caffeinated, medicated, and almonded. But because you guys are going to demand it anyway, not the green room. And let's see. Oh, it's almost time for an ad. I wish I could drop cats, but since I can't, I will drop. I haven't run this one in a bit. Conventions are a blast.
Which is worse, parental interference in your job or a person with a weapon when they shouldn't have one? Working security can be boring, but some conventions are a blast. Find this and all of Donna Carlene's books at lulu.com or look for her on indiecd.org.
Alrighty. And sorry, I because of Amanda's foot and a few other things that are going on, I have to be a little more attentive to some of my messages. Remembered who you're around? Yep. Barely on the rails. Rails. Yeah, I think it's okay to have a bit of rails coming into Monday. You know what? See, if I try to do too much digitally, I'll get this look from Joe. And he scares me, y'all. I fear this technological wrath. But hello, Donna, and hello, and I hope everyone had a great weekend. I really had a pretty good weekend. Yes, got to spend a lot of time with Mandy. We needed to just wind down. Show tonight, Grant. Hey, Grant. Waves. Hey, Blade. Greetings, greetings. A big old squee from Dawn for Chris, possibly for her babies. We shall see. More greetings, more greetings. I'm trying to work on getting my other friend Foxy in, so this will become a very interesting group. More greetings, but it's good to hear. And a little behind since so many people showed up at once. It's okay. Tell Nick, greetings, greetings, greetings. Indeed, all the greetings. That's there will be a show tonight. Might be Behind the Code, might be the Burning This Yarn, might just be me making funny faces. Foxy, I vote Joe funny faces. So the usual. Yep. There will be an episode of Grant Draws tonight, too. Excellent. And speaking of episodes, I have a question. And I don't know if Dan Hollifield's in the chat yet, but maybe someone will remember. Dan Hollifield mentioned using a program that he uses for formatting at Fillion. One of my greatest weaknesses is my formatting. It's what's really holding me back. I need to get better, but I have found Word and Word clones like those I use, Hello Docs, really, really suck at formatting. So, could you tell me again what free program you're using, and or give me suggestions about that, because I have a lot of image and chart content that does not want to play nice. So anything you can give me would be much appreciated. And there'll be Grant Draws. Do you have a guest? And Art got yes. This is an important one. Indie Creator Directory at Rock and Roll Art Goddess. Send me an email sometime at jbachman@IndieCD so I can send you your welcome letter to get you your information for your IndieCD profile when you have a chance. And I hope your health is improving, dear. I don't want to bring things out that may not be public yet, but I do hope things are going better for you. It's good to chill. We need chill right now. Ooh, fun YouTube night. My body told me when it was time to stop. And, hey man, Nick, take a step back. I don't watch the news at all. Less stress. I really don't need to know what's going on. Minding my own business. I'll be honest. You need, as a creative, you need desperately to at least look into the subject of Project 25. That a think tank is trying to promote via the election of Donald Trump. It is problematic at best, and I feel it is necessary for anyone who's in a creative field to be aware of what they're trying to do. But I do carefully monitor how much of the news I watch and in what format, because I do find the cycle can be a bit much. We need all sides of Nick, along with everyone else. Well, thank you, Dawn. My hubby and I have been watching Nailed It, our nightly comedy relief. It keeps us sane. That's awesome. And what else, guys? What else is helping keep you sane? What else do you guys turn to just chill out? I am curious. I've been watching Glow Up, a fancy makeup show. So creative. Makeup is absolute sorcery, and it is not recognized enough as the art that it is, in my opinion. I have a friend. Her name is Sarah Pagan. Uh, she does her makeup, her nails, her hair, and she has some tattooing and things that she talks about. I am desperately trying to get her to become a streamer because she's very expressive and kind about it. And I think she could get a lot of a good uh, presence on here and anywhere. She could bring a little more light to the world. But you guys know me. I'm never one to nudge folks. You guys affect my life much more than anyone in Washington or Hollywood. Absolutely. I have basically 4 tiers of interaction. I have my direct, immediate family. I have my local friends and extended family. I have, immediate family, local friends, and extended family. I had 4 for a reason. My digital friends, being you lovely people, and then news, the world at large. But I can't keep my head in the sand either. I have to find a balance because to not be aware is to be at a tactical disadvantage. And a worst possibly strategic disadvantage. And that's not something I'm about. Yes, Carl. Oh, is that good or not, Carl? Good. And I've been watching Glow Up, Foxy, and I rather like it. British competitions are a lot mellower. Yes, I think the need for support, and they all support each other rather than attacking each other. It's sweet to see. My babies, yes, and again, my voice is cutting in and out. And get well soon, Amanda. Thank you, Art Goddess. I don't know if you were around to be filled in on that. She accidentally kicked a garden machete barefoot and did harm to she got 5 stitches on the underside of her big toe, which does not, it seems small. It is not. That affects balance. And because she has to stay off of it, it's made things rather interesting. Actually, tomorrow, which will affect my accountability, we will be taking her to get the stitches out. So it is healing along pretty well, we hope. And take care of that toe, Amanda. And I'm cracking out about the cat burglars. Yeah, they do that. I'm so glad Huli isn't a snatcher. I can leave my lunch on the bed, go to the bathroom, or whatever. My cats are reformed feral beings of a sliding scale. And the amount of raw, spastic, zoomy energy that was going on this morning completely staggers me. But I'm glad that you have a mellow animal. And those who didn't make it live, excellent. She's a good girl. And don't worry, I worry about your ads. I worry about you, dear. You are a very important person to me, and you have been for an exceptionally long time. So I will do what I can to help. They will get up when I can make it work. I will probably attempt to do that after this stream. Some cat we expect Himoni got on my altar, knocked my drinking horn off, lost the stand. Uh-oh. I hope nothing was broken. Conventions are a blast. That hack is still around. Oh, don't. No God, I lost the word because my brain won't even have it. No mistreating yourself. We're going to put it that way. The kitty we rescued from the other day wants to climb all my shelves and my back to get away from Huli. I understand that too. Witzman Dude, robbery, remodeling, and romance needs an ad. And accountability, excellent. Been going through all the boxes I brought home from 2 classes from 2 schools I left. Lots of stuff to shred, recycle, and donate. Oh, that's wonderful. Okay, Foxy. And bless you, Foxy, for Okay, Donna. Bless you, Foxy, for rescuing the kitty. Saving animals is a feeling beyond even when they draw blood. Absolutely. The program I think he is using translates it to HTML on the site. I think the actual formatting document is done. Oh, stupid. Oh, okay. Thank you. He's a sweetheart, and we like our neighbors. So when I was sure it wasn't theirs, I didn't mind giving him some water and holding him until they could pick him up. Aw. Oh, was theirs. Oh, got you. The kitty and Hulu, you just need to get used to each other. They'll probably turn out great friends. It was talked about during Last Man Standing. Yes. Hey, all. Hulu isn't aggressive with cats, but she does want to play, which, of course, cats do not. Hey, Carrie. I'm sorry. I didn't quite realize that was you coming in. Good morning, Carrie. And yeah, I've been working really hard. I have been working really hard at self-care lately. It's awesome to learn some new things as well as try some things. That is exquisite. And hello? Me? Sane? Me? How dare you? Well, there are levels of sanity, and relative sanity applies here. Hey, Dawn. And Nick, you never have to apologize for taking care of your family. Thank you, Chris. The fact you're still trying to take care of everyone else and do the show too. Kudos to you. Thank you. Hey, Carrie. Joe says, there isn't anything that keeps me sane any longer. I've embraced the sanity of my insanity. That which bends does not break. Blessed are the flexible minds in these uneasy times. And while that sounded like I was quoting something, I pulled it out. I pulled it out of nowhere, and I just caught just the glimpse of Joe making faces to derail me. It was delightful. I knew there was no chance of sharing it. Yeah, Foxy, who wants to be sane, especially these days? So glad you joined in. Carrie, super hugs too. Yeah, Carrie, if you have anything you want to promote or discuss, put it in here. Not me, Donna. Way too much work to maintain. What do I do to keep me sane? This right here, interacting with the community who accepts me for who I am and encourages me to be me. That's what we're about, Thesis, and we're proud of you. You're putting in a lot of hard work, and you're advancing, and that makes me happy. Morning, says Sarah, rising from her crypt, throwing off the dust as the alarm clock sounds out yet again in her hidden clock tower in the wilds of Illinois. I used to watch an episode or two of whatever Chinese drama I was watching that month, but I can't afford that right now. I'm sorry to hear that, Thesis. Hey, Blade, how goes? Yes, the big toe has a lot to do with balance. Absolutely. So she's going to have to heal that up and then start basically PT to build back up from having been on the couch for a while. Thank you for saving the kitties. Foxy, I'm sorry that you got scratches and it hurts in your effort. Sarah, youch. Hey, Sarah. Hi, Donna. It was my pleasure, Chris. I'm always doing things like that. Thesis teases me about being a Disney princess because animals flock to me. Nothing wrong with that. When a person doesn't trust a dog, I am dubious. When a dog doesn't trust a person, I accept it without question. Found out the prep for my procedure has something in it that will cause an interstitial cystitis flare. Put a call put into GI. Good luck. Awesome to see my Finch fam. I'm glad you're having fun with that. I'm glad that you guys found an app that's so supportive. Hi, Sarah. I'll be honest, I am terrible with such apps. Hey, Dawn. Carrie, only Brit in the chat. But we love having you here, dear. And my hubby and I watch a few YouTube shows, Martin Zero, Country House Gent, and Foxes Afloat. Then in the U.S., there's Vice Grip Garage, Flying Sparks Garage, and The Bearded Mechanic. Those all sound fun. They sound really fun. Let's see. we still watch a lot of the Minecraft Hermitcraft stuff because it amuses Xander, and it's, very chill for us. What do we watch? We like to sit and watch. Good morning, Xander. Some spooky things so that we can debunk the monsters. That's one of our hobbies. I have so many channels. I need to finish watching Juno Steel, but because it's the last story, I'm hesitant because once I watch that last story, it'll be done. But I need to listen to that. That's an audio series. What else have we been watching lately? Oh, we've been watching a lot of, as I mentioned earlier, Mellow Isekai. He's probably a little bit jealous. Possibly doesn't have time for it, but still a bit jealous. It happens. Kat, if you want some self-care, you should check out the Finch app. Too many people in the chat use it, and I started recently as well. Self-care equals Finch. Where's the fun in being sane? When I say sane, it is you're talking to a guy who put a putt-putt hole into his front yard and has Elvira in his living room. You're talking to a 42-year-old man who is holding a half dart cutter to make half darts, possibly out of this glow-in-the-dark dart, because I take joy in the absolutely bizarre. And I'm still a foam flinger at heart. The trick is to realize that your sanity might not look like other people's sanity. Right? Thanks, Blade. I'll check it out. It's fun. Cat has lots of things like breathing exercises and do that. And that's Dawn's Finch code. Chris says, when in Rome, do as Romans do. I'm not sure if I have time for it, but I will probably look into the Finch app. And these Cat's thanking everyone. And Carrie, I'm not sure if it's available in the UK, but if it is, download Finch. Oh, someone here would contact me on Facebook. If you want to reach me sometime, my email is my first and last name at Outlook. I try to check it at least once a week. Holy extended family is Brit. Lancashire. What is Finch, Dawn? Dawn says morning, Xander. Foxy says morning, Xander. Cat Rothermouth says morning, Xander. He says good morning. He's getting his breakfast. It's a self-care app. It's fun and cute. It's been amazing for me. You can set goals and do things to get feelings out. I may look into it, Dawn. Crocheting prosthetic breasts and a gonk for neighbor-facing cancer battle. I need something to pep me up and remembered what you said about this. Well, you came on a fairly mellow day, but yeah, that's what we do. We build each other up. We're all about just elevating and finding what works for us. Sometimes it can be very, very energetic, and sometimes it's a mellow day. Today, you came in on a fairly mellow mood day, and I think it's a nice break. It just kind of ease on down. And Sarah's Finch code is listed. And, oh yeah, peps you up. Well, it's time to run an ad. Let's see. Who needs an I wanted to take a moment and compliment Trey on doing something that I think more of us should do. Have a ruler or an item that has a fixed measurement beside our crafts. That way people can tell how big they actually are. Um, you know, sometimes I'll do art and I'll throw a little guy in there that's Kevin for scale. My quiet little homage to one of the greatest voice actors of all time, Kevin Conroy. And yeah, mellow but positive. I think that's what we needed today. I think we need some time to just ease into what's going on and build up. It's not that I'm not passionate. I'm very passionate. But it's coming in at a mellow mood. Now, let's talk about my plans for the day. I have a lot more of my ongoing cleaning and setup project. You're starting to see mild shiftings behind me. At any point, there may be some major shiftings. I also have to figure out how I am going to display my bone dragon properly because he's a little excessive. Oh, and my parents still have yardsticks, as in the length of 3. Yeah, that they've had since the 80s. Those are wonderful. And Chris Walker is greeting everyone. Thank you. Amanda's at work right now, but she may be watching this as she works. I think my mom does too. But I mean, as something as simple as a ruler will really help people understand what they're looking at. And that's making things very acceptable and accessible for your clients will help you. Now, I do have something I need to announce, and I want to wait till the end of the show as you guys discuss the glory of applied yardsticks. I am going to be opening art commissions. My rates will be between, I usually aim for about $20 a piece, and most of you now have seen my art. If you want to see more of it, look on DA. I have to move a bunch of files to make room, but I have been on there for 20 years. I think, how do I put this? I think that art is so important, and I want to, ease on down the road. It's a good tune, but I want to help people be able to get their stuff out there. And frankly, I need to make a buck or two. So if you have art projects you want, let me know. I also want to remind you guys that tomorrow's stream will, not tomorrow's, tomorrow is Tuesday, and that is one of my homework days. I get a lot done on Tuesdays. Anyway, the comments kind of scrambled my mind for a minute, but the Wednesday show will be an art stream, and I know I'm a little out of it today. I'm rather tired. While it doesn't apply to you guys, I did a lot of work this weekend, and I'm going to be doing a lot more. So we'll hold on to that. Okay, so let me get back to where we were. Oops, pooped for a minute. GI called back. How did you do that, Nick? The magic of the Nick field, I guess. My Finch is dressed like a dragon with a medieval, actually that's spelled correctly, space helmet on. Space. I can't speak correctly, but yeah. 11 likes. Great job, people. Yep. Magic of the Nick field. Don, for a moment, I thought you got ahead on prep by accident. Well, if you can, get a nap in today. I'm hoping to. I only had about 5 hours of sleep. I've had rather intense nightmares lately. It just happens, which is part of why I'm like, oh, that's a good sign to dial things back. Poofed. Well, I thought you had to go to the bathroom. I mean, we all do it. But I'm looking forward to just this, taking a break and being a bit more mellow as I advance. I hope you guys don't mind. Now, that's not saying that something won't happen to fire me up between now and Wednesday. But the only way we're going to get better is by picking a pace we can maintain. And nightmares are never fun. And nightmares are my standard, and we'll leave it there. Ducking autocorrect, but perfect timing indeed. And it's good timing for Mellow Show. Fireworks celebration and all the energy is expended over past several days. It's refreshing. Thank you. And I have a fun autocorrect story for Green Room later. Make a note, Foxy, I will forget. And I have next to no energy today, sore from head to toe from weekend's task I managed to accomplish. Well, I'm sorry that you're sore, but I'm glad you were productive. And this weekend had a lot of fireworks. People made up for the quiet actual 4th in spades. However, we really chilled. I stayed inside with the cats. I mean, we could have gone out, but we did a lot. I stayed up late, and I'm with Mandy, and we were watching, like I said, I think the show's called Campfire Cooking. Is my absurd, or with my absurd skill, something like that. It's a delightful little anime that we got because right now is the Microsoft Movies Anime Month, where you can get whole seasons of anime for $4.99. And that was one I looked at. I thought, I want to try this. And it's turned out delightful. We only have 2 episodes left in the first season. But I was having so much fun watching him cook and being hungry and knowing that I had marinated chicken thighs that they'd marinated for quite a while. I was just craving, and I made a big kind of soup stir-fry thing. It was really nice. And we got to wait till Friday, Foxy. I can feel you on being tired from the weekend, Nick. Thank you. Yeah, it's productive soreness. That's productive soreness is one of the best ways to be sore, because at least you feel like you've accomplished something. It's the random unproductive soreness that hurts. Now, I have a lot of backyard work I need to do, so I will probably be very sore. I just have to time it right with the light, because several of my medications make me sensitive to sunlight, along with my own natural issues. So, that and heat. That depends on the week, on how the week goes, Chris. And let's see if we can't do it clean enough for here. And I was talking to my brother about his ducks, and my phone, since my phone learns how you talk, it changed ducks to something that became with F and rhymes with ducks. A good luck. Oh, nice. So you had autocorrect do the opposite. What does the rest of us? That's funny. And 100% soreness can be the good time. Like getting paid. It was like getting paid to go to the gym. Okay. Because I know Dawn so very well, I'm just going to throw one of these here. It's not the green room, Dawn. And I know as we start this morning, don't forget to taste the biscuit. Taste the glory of the biscuit and the honey sauce. Okay, now, usually that particular thing is reversed. Indeed. Hence when I say ducking autocorrect. A very common problem for a lot of us who are versed in spicier conversation. Every now and then, my brother, every once in a while, my brother and I laugh about ducks. Mwah, I'm being innocent today. And their effing cousin, he can read your mind. I am fully capable of... Dawn thinks loudly. That's part of the reason I like her. I enjoy people who think loudly and are sincere and overt about what they're doing. So, as I begin my collection of funds to help make StompCon go well, I am appreciating you guys, and I'm appreciating everything you're doing. Another huge shout out to Kelly Austin, who's seen what she sees as a problem, has got up and done something about it. I, because of my situation, don't have the spoons nor the opportunity to do a lot of such things. So I am forced to only do what I can, which is try to build you guys up, be here for the folks who need me, show kindness where I can, and keep creating. Because, guys, if you keep creating, if you keep drawing and writing, you can edit it and you can improve it, but you can't edit a blank page. Oh, okay. I'll take that. And I saw the Feed the Kitties, and I have to say, darn smart phone, stronger language, I understand. See you, Witzman. And yeah, with that, guys, I love you. You should too. I'll see you Wednesday for the weekly art show on Nevermind the Furthermore.